I'm gonna get this out of the way and say that passive income is one of the most misunderstood concepts when it comes to money and personal finance, because most people have this unrealistic idea that passive income is just literally free money that comes down raining on you while you're doing nothing and just chilling without doing any sort of work or putting in any time or effort in exchange for it. The truth is, it rarely ever is actually passive, because you're gonna need to put in a lot of work, especially at the beginning, to be able to generate a good source of passive income. And I know this from personal experience because 90% of my monthly income sources are all passive, generated through the businesses that I've built over the years. So it's definitely possible to create enough passive income to sustain your lifestyle, just like I have, but it's not as easy as most YouTubers make it seem to be. In fact, I was contemplating as to whether or not to even make this video, because I promised myself that on this channel, I wouldn't make videos just for the clicks or the views, but to actually share real, valuable content that could genuinely help other people. Basically, I would want to share the stuff that my younger self would have found helpful if I was watching this years ago. So as long as you're able to manage your expectations and understand what is realistically possible, then you're on the right track. So let's talk about the passive income ideas that I think are worth considering. Now, the first one might not be the first thing that comes to mind when you think of passive income, but you could make a legitimate income through selling stock videos. You know, when you watch a YouTube video and then there's a B-roll clip overlay, kind of like this one or this one, you could actually record really simple videos like this just on your phone and upload it to be sold on a website like pond5.com, which is a site that features tons of high quality stock videos and images. And this website is not used just by YouTubers, but it's the source of stock footage for major production companies like Disney, National Geographic, and even Netflix. So your videos could literally end up being part of a Nat Geo or Netflix documentary. See, I studied media production back in school, and I've worked on a couple of projects in the past, and one of the biggest lifesavers when we're working on a video or film project is to be able to use readily available stock footage. For example, if I was making a video talking about different cultures in Asia and I needed a clip of a street in Thailand for that scene, obviously it wouldn't make sense to travel all the way to another country just to record 1 or 2 clips. So I could just search for suitable stock footage to use instead. Now, you can start by simply going through your phone and checking to see if you have any videos that you've recorded in the past, maybe while you were on a vacation or whatever. And if you find some that you think would be suitable to be used as B-roll, then you can sign up for a account on Pond5 and start listing your videos. This would be a great source of passive income because you only need to do the work once, which is to film and upload the video, and then it can be sold over and over again to different production companies who need to purchase a license to use it. From the research I've done, people are making about $1 per clip for every video that they have in their account. So if you have 200 videos uploaded, then you could potentially make $200 in passive income every month. In fact, a fun idea that you could consider is every weekend, you go to a different part of your town or city and just record clips of your area. It could be the most mundane things like scenes at a grocery store or like birds in the sky or cars in traffic, because these are often the type of clips that film producers would need to use as part of their storytelling and their projects. And these same videos that you make can also be listed on other stock video sites like Storyblocks or Motion Array, as long as they don't have an exclusive rights agreement. The next passive income business idea that I think is worth considering is to sell stuff on Etsy. Now, Etsy is a huge marketplace, and typically they feature more unique, creative, or crafty products. In fact, I actually recently bought a custom dog tag for one of my dogs off of Etsy, and I also got a bunch of art prints to decorate one of the other rooms in my house, again, also from Etsy. So you've got everything from custom neon signs to art and decor items, and I think one of the easiest ways that you can get started is to sell custom art prints and posters here on Etsy. All you need is to invest in a large format printer and be able to paint custom designs. Now, obviously I'm kidding. We live in a time where it's super easy to do this, especially with AI. So how I would go about doing this is to use Midjourney, which is an incredible AI tool that generates images for you based on your prompts. So the first step is to browse other listings on Etsy to see what's popular and what's been selling, and then go to Midjourney on their website midjourney.com, and then you also need to have Discord installed to use it. Then just type in a prompt telling it to create an image based off of what you've observed to be a popular style of poster or art on Etsy. And then once you have that, you'll need to create some mock-ups of how the prints will look like in real life. This is important because it will help your potential customers visualize how the prints will look like in their homes. And there are many tools you can use for this, and one of them is mediamodifier.com. Then once you've got your listing up, you're going to need a print-on-demand provider like Printify or Printful, and once you create an account with them, you can link it to your Etsy store so that whenever someone makes a purchase, they'll be notified and they'll take care of the printing, packing, and shipping the item to the customer, which means you get to earn passive income. And if you're concerned about copyrights and if you're allowed to use the images from Midjourney, the answer is yes. You are allowed to use it for commercial purposes, which includes selling them as prints. But I get that this might feel unethical because you didn't actually create any of the art or do any actual work. But the value you're providing is in curating the art. So instead of the customer having to trawl through dozens of pages, if they like a certain style of art, then they could simply just get what they want from your page. Now again, this might sound really simple in theory, but the reality is you're probably not gonna make millions overnight from this. But if you're willing to put in some time and effort to craft better listings and learn more about running a successful business on Etsy, then you can definitely succeed at making a couple hundred or even a couple $1,000s a month from it. All right, next we have affiliate marketing. This is one of my favorite ways to earn passive income because it's the one that requires the lowest effort, but it'll only work if you have a significant audience built up. I've earned thousands of dollars in affiliate commissions in the past, and the reason I was able to do that was because I'd built up a TikTok page with quite a large following. So how it works is that most companies that have an affiliate program would allow you to join as an affiliate, and they would give you a unique link that would allow them to track and attribute purchases from that link to you. Then what you need to do is to get people to buy the product or service using your custom affiliate link. So this probably won't work if you only have like a couple hundred followers on Instagram, but if you're willing to grind it out in your spare time and create content that people would enjoy watching, you might end up gaining enough followers that you could realistically earn enough affiliate commissions to make a living from it. And a simple idea is you could pick a niche that you're interested in. So let's say if I'm interested in health and fitness, then I could create a faceless Instagram page where I don't even have to show my face on it. And then I could create posts based on what's popular within that niche. And you might have seen some of these type of posts where they would share workout tips or whatever on these little infographics, and they're super easy to make with a free app like Canva. So then once you've amassed a certain number of followers, you could add an affiliate link to your bio to a product or service that's related to the niche that you picked, whether it be a supplement or a workout program or even a digital product like a PDF guidebook. The key thing with affiliate marketing is that it's a great source of passive income, but you are going to need a source of traffic or an audience in order for it to work. And this brings us to our next passive income idea, which is starting an email newsletter. Because despite the rising popularity of all the different social media apps, email is still one of the best ways to connect with an audience, because you can be sure that there's a much higher chance that an email newsletter would get delivered to a subscriber's inbox as compared to a social media post, which would largely be at the mercy of the algorithm, which decides who gets to see the post. Having an email newsletter is a great method of building passive income because there are many ways that you could monetize from it. Number one being affiliate marketing, like we talked about earlier. So let's say if you're interested in health and fitness, you could start a weekly newsletter sharing either fitness tips or, better yet, your own fitness journey and progress, and take your subscribers along with you. Then from time to time, you could promote a product that you like on your email newsletter and earn affiliate commissions when someone buys it through your link. But on top of just that, you could also earn from sponsors who would pay you an outright fee for their product to be mentioned or highlighted in your newsletter. It's kind of similar to running an influencer business, but instead of posting content on TikTok or Instagram, it might be a little bit easier for you to get started with an email newsletter. Now, up until this point, all of the passive income ideas that we've talked about require some degree of work, time, and effort to be invested, especially at the start. But this next one, this one could be the closest thing to being truly 100% passive income, because you don't need to do any work or put in any kind of time or effort. And this is my number one favorite source of passive income, which is none other than dividend investing. Dividend investing is specifically buying stocks of companies that are known to consistently pay out dividends year after year. Kind of like them sharing their profits to all the other co-owners of the company. So when you buy a share of a company like Coca-Cola, you become a part owner of it. So when they make money, you get a tiny share of it too. Dividend investing is really easy for anyone to get started with, as long as you have some money saved and set aside to be invested. And then each year, you can literally just sit back and watch the dividends roll in. Of course, the amount that you make would largely depend on the amount that you invest. So if you're only investing $1,000 into a dividend stock, then even with a 5 to 6% dividend payout, that would only be about $50, which is still better than nothing. But if you want to be able to retire and become financially free completely off of dividends, then it might be better to start with a more active side hustle that can make you more money upfront in the short term, and then save it up and gradually build up your dividend portfolio. I've made a whole video about how to build a dividend portfolio with just $1,000 to start, so make sure to check it out right here. Also, if you want to get some ideas of side hustles that you can start to make an extra $200 a month, then check out this other video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please drop a like below and subscribe if you haven't already. For now, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.